And we're back for another game. Oh, good morning, sports fans. Can you imagine if that's how everybody finally started presenting esports? No. Spawning in our top right-hand corner, which I think if I hit Control X, there we go. We can switch that around. No, wait, it was right. It was right the first time. Spawning in our top left-hand corner, we have some name that I don't even want to know how to pronounce. I'm going to call him BB. That seems simple and ready to go. And spawning in our left-hand corner, we have GoOdy. Both are Terran TvT on Derelict Watcher. We'll see how this goes. TvTs are one of my favorite matchups, especially when you get some tank play going on both sides. I've recently watched a TvT where it was Hellion Tank versus Tank Bio. It was really strange. We both have both of them going off very similar. Neither of them actually walling off on this map. Now this map has wide open areas except for the center piece here. So you have to watch out. Tank play is just going to be choked up right here unless they start flanking around to the sides. Barracks going down and almost just completely mirrored build so far, so they're going very similar. We do have a reactor going down for BB though, so we are going to see some, I'm assuming, Reaper play. I almost paused to feel like I was letting somebody else start talking. The little things that are starting to come back to me, it's just weird. So we do have the reactor going up, Barracks is finishing up. We have a scout coming out of GoOdy. No scout coming out of BB, so he is getting a little bit of extra mineral mining time off of that. And we do have the reactor, I didn't even notice, coming down for GoOdy as well, so double Reaper. However, the reactor is already done for BB, and he's already got his gas out, so if GoOdy's going to go for a Reaper, it's going to be delayed. He does not have the gas to build that right away. He goes straight for the Marine, starts building that. This Reaper is already in production, so it is going to be much earlier than GoOdy's. Now, let's see if the SCV, if he leaves it around, he wants to see what pops out of there. That way he can be a little more better prepared, though. There is an SCV coming down. There it goes. There's the attack command. He is trying it. Nope, he's going to go straight for Supply Depot instead. SCV is going to go on home. The Reaper, however, might run by the SCV depending. It looks like... Nope, he's going to go to the side and then swipe up, though he still might run by the SCV. The SCV actually is still over here. Probably waiting to see when that expansion goes down. There's the Reaper. Oh, very smart. He knows he's there. There he goes, getting that SCV out of there. Still only Marines pumping out of here, so it looks like he's actually setting up for, I don't know, a factory. He's got a lot of gas in the bank for this early in the game, doing nothing with it. Looks like he's going to go ahead and build his expansion, maybe. He is saving up to that 400 that he needs. Expansion is going down for BB, so so far I like what BB's doing over GoOdy. Now, GoOdy is building his CC up on the top before he brings it down. A little safer. However, the Reaper needs to get out of there. 3 Marines is not something he wants to trifle with. Irregardless, factory is coming down for BB. A reactor going down on the barracks. We'll see if he swaps it out. Seeing the Marines, he might go for the Hellions as a good counter. And just a factory coming down for GoOdy is also very similar builds. Just both of them reacting back and forth the way that they want to be reacting. We'll see how this goes from here. Don't know anything about these players. Reapers are going to need to be really careful. One is almost dead. Oh, he targets that one specifically because... why am I saying cuz? Okay, there we go. Have my audio back. I accidentally bumped a button there. These hotkeys are not how they used to be. I need to get that all fun and figured out. Hopefully the audio levels are doing fantastic compared to how they were in my previous video. But there's the energy being spent. I was wondering what was going on. We do have a Reaper still sitting outside the base. Starports coming from both sides almost simultaneously. However, this is still on the low ground and it is not mining, so he's actually still slightly behind. Let's take a look at the income tab. BB is ahead in both ways, which is a little scary. Army supply is 10-9. However, these Hellions are on their way, sounding their little trumpets if they actually had little trumpets, or if they had mouths for that matter, though I'm assuming there's pilots in there that could do exactly that. They are going to start heading over. Now, there are 2 Hellions as well for GoOdy, so this is going to be a Hellion battle. However, there's a Reaper mixed in with this. The Marines are on the high ground, so this battle could be lost very quickly. Well, not very quickly. It'll be an even matchup. And so for the extra Reaper, there we go. Now it is not even at all, so this is... BB needs to not go up this ramp. Up this ramp is just death. Mules being called down almost immediately. 6 workers being transferred over. Take a look at the production data. We have Vikings in production for BB. That's up the ramp. He needs to know, oh, that is not something I want to do. He's trying to get a kill off. Oh, no, he pulls that Hellion back. Very smart move by GoOdy. Pulls back, realizes, I need to regroup. I have Vikings. Let's do something with him. I'm not sure what exactly he's planning on doing. He obviously has the air superiority with that. But is he going to harass with them? Is he going to try to shoot down mini medevacs? Vikings in production for GoOdy as well. They're just mirror building each other. Very strange. But obviously following some sort of path they know that they want to take. Now we see no medevacs, no bio. We have 3 production facilities for each of these players, all doing very similar things. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean they're going to do? Well, it means they're still very versatile. They can build whatever they feel they need for any given situation. Very neutral units that can be used for air or ground, such as the Viking, is very viable if you don't know what your opponent is doing. Therefore, I mean, obviously bio would be a good choice too, but with so many Hellions on the field, they're just going to melt away. Now, that is a huge force pushing out. Now, let's see if BB has enough to stop this. Everything is behind it. Oh, there's some bio behind this too. That might be the little extra oomph he needs. What's the army supply? 37 to 32. GoOdy's slightly bigger. But 4 Vikings. There's the big scan. He knows what's going on. Oh, the Vikings meet each other. He needs to get the other ones over there. There they go. Battle of the century, or at least for this, 30-second period in time. Hellions are now completely out of place. This is horrible. There are a ton of workers over here. He needs to get the SCVs pulled out. Oh, the death. Decimated. Worker supply is... Oh. BB. BB, why? GoOdy getting a lot off, but he is starting to lose his army. Look at the units lost tab. It is still pretty even, though BB's still not winning out of that battle. He has lost more resources overall, but not by much, only 300. However, that worker supply just bombed. He's going to start losing in the income. Now, that's double. That is just scary. Okay, it's not double anymore, but it's definitely pushing double. GoOdy is going to start getting a very healthy lead here, especially look at the production tab. He is producing twice as much if we just want to go by numbers. And he has the bunker for the counterattack. He knows it's coming. The Vikings are coming out. There is 2 Vikings that they're all landing. He's getting a little scout out, gets hit once by the missile. He does not want to push up this ramp. It is very dangerous. The Vikings are they're going to land behind the line. Hellions coming in. Vikings doing the best they can. They're getting chewed up, though. There are no Marauders here to try to get to that armor, though. They shoot so fast, and the entire force is completely wiped out. A slight miscalculation. However, his army supply is already above GoOdy's at this point. He's able to... I'm surprised he's able to produce that much army. He's trying to get his worker supply count back up after how much he lost. A huge amount that he lost. That was just horrid, letting this Hellion slide right in. Now, there's a barracks floating on over to do some scouting, and ooh, we have a medevac drop. 4 Hellions. Army is completely out of place back here. There is 1 missile turret. He is going to see these extra factories, so we'll see what starts producing out there. The boost should be about ready, and he's going to boost. Is he going to boost? No, he's not going to boost. He's just going to chillax and enjoy the ride until he gets closer, and we'll see if we get the boost. There's the boost. See if we do a mobile drop. There's the mobile drop. Stays away from that missile turret. Trying to return the favor that happened earlier to him. Now the army is trying to get into place to see if he picks them back up. The medevac, no, the medevac is leaving, so these Hellions are on a suicide mission. They will not be going back home. Now there is a counterattack coming up here on the top right side. Okay, kind of more metal, but whatever works. The Hellions are still on their rampage. Work supply is 49 to 44, evening up a bit. Income tab is now showing that BB's in the lead, probably because of some mules. We do have a push at the front. Vikings are landing. Vikings being rather overutilized. It's very strange seeing Viking versus Viking on the ground. Not really any need for the air superior features. SCVs are pulled off the line, getting completely bamboozled by the Hellion. I just used the word bamboozled. SCVs are still trying as hard as they can. Still pushing. The Vikings are just going. The Hellions, picked up just before the end of that. Intense matchups. The Hellions are still on their way over here, finally getting cleaned up. This barracks is landed, actually, which is a little strange. We do finally a switch to siege tanks. We're seeing a different kind of tech coming up. Now, the siege tanks, we'll see how that go against. There are 3 Vikings on the way back to the main base. I thought that was BB's Vikings, but they were not. Not at all. You need to get to work, little guy. You are not doing your job. We have another drop coming out. Only 3 Hellions this time. Same medevac from the damage it looks like it took. Getting air and ship. That's right. It's one upgrade now. I forgot about that. It's a great thing for Terran, for considering how long everything was separated. You really had to invest in which one you wanted. Did you want to be air or did you want to be ground? Now it's just, no, it's mech. It's mech is a nice singular ball of energy that you can now utilize. I still don't know why this barrack has actually landed over there. But we do have the medevac coming in for another boost. Oh, more turrets over here. He needs to drop. One gets out. That is not going to do much for him. Just crumbling on the edge. My God, this game has just been close and close, but with the supply difference is really starting to show here, especially with the amount of income that he lost. 48 to 30, worker supply is 66 to 47. It's a 20 worker supply. The mules are probably trying to keep up with that gap, but that's going to really hurt him in the long run. He needs to keep producing workers, and he is. Now, a lot of tanks are coming 3 at a time for BB, 2 at a time for GoOdy. Did they even see the... Oh, goodness gracious. I see what he's doing. He's blocking the third. But no, do they even see that they had tanks? Well, I know that they do now. There's the scan. But before that, he did not know there were tanks as far as I could tell. Either way, very similar builds. Hellbats are coming out. Though he is getting the pre-igniter just in case there's bio. That's the only reason he needs to get that. Why he's getting that, I don't know. There has not really been any bio coming out of BB. So it almost seems like a useless upgrade. There is a wall off coming up the front, making sure there are no run-bys. Siege tanks are all lined up and ready to go. There's another scan. It looks like he's getting ready to push. These two armies dangerously close for an engagement. Waiting for the rest of his reinforcements. Excuse me. And the siege tanks, there are 2 missile turrets, sensor towers, excuse me, a missile turret and a sensor tower. He is coming up over here. He is going to land, try to see if he can pull the army out of position. No, he's going to retreat back. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's using the side of the Vikings. He's going to start sieging up the, wow, that just kind of bounced up. He needs to cancel that, but he's not. And another battle. The Vikings are getting torn to pieces. This is not good for BB. He needs to keep his army set. 81 to 43 army supply. Looking horrible for BB. At this point, GoOdy can throw away some encounters, try to get the worker count down at his opponent, continue to starve him for resources. With siege tanks on the back of this, 6 kills for that siege tank, and getting repaired on the back of this, so a sweet deal for him. Trying to push in and see what he can do. These Vikings are just going to town. 76 to 64 for BB. This is looking horrible for him. He sieges up his tanks, trying to get the Vikings out. However, they lift off and are no longer able to be shot at. Too bad siege tanks can't aim carefully into the sky, right? Now, we do have a drop coming over here. He's going to get shot a little bit. Multi-pronged things going on. His attention is split. 2 Hellbats are coming down, and SCVs are pulled very quickly. Great response time from GoOdy. So nothing going to happen here. It looks like that SCV is not even going to be lost. He should not be battling that. However, continues over here. Vikings are out of place. They were on hold position, so 1 does go down. Another scan. Trying to get his army supply back up. It's actually successfully getting back up. 98 to 70. So this battle rages on, not over as I thought. 174 to 130 supply. These poor Marines are getting roasted. They needed to be running back with the rest of their pack. Excuse me. So we do have more missile turrets. So very strange unit composition. I've noticed that the maybe it's just the games I've seen recently, but the meta game of Terran has changed significantly. I do not see as much bio play. However, that is just the last 4 or 5 games I've seen. It could just be the games I'm saying. We do have GoOdy stacking up on a ton of resources. Oh, there it goes, spending right through. He needs to build supply depots, which is probably what he spent that on. I know they're somewhere. Where are they? Nevertheless, they are somewhere. Now here's the battle. The 2 armies are dangerously close. He needs to siege up. Oh, there's the money scan. Another scan. Oh, and he goes in before the tanks are sieged up. However, they both weren't sieged up. Massive devastation on the front. Hellbats being melted away. Siege tanks are almost all that's left. However, the Hellbats are able to push up. Hellbats are almost gone. Now it is just siege tank versus siege tank. Not taking his chances. He's pulling back. All that's left is a couple of siege tanks. We'll take out the units tab. 11 to 8. This is not good for him. He is trying to siege up. Oh, he's going to get them out of position. They're not sieged up yet. 3 tanks remain in this. The Hellbats pushing forward. 2 remain. These siege tanks Not a good engagement for BB. However, he did a substantial amount of damage to GoOdy as well. 63 to 47 army supply. Still a 10 worker advantage for GoOdy, so he is able to replenish that a little bit quicker. He has more minerals in his bank. There's a single Widow Mine sitting in the middle of the field over here. And just kind of snuck out there. Definitely not going to be expecting that anytime soon. Units lost 14,000 to 11,000. GoOdy still in the lead for this, but 3 bases. There is a 4th base being built. They are both building 2 bases that are dangerously close to each other. Literally just a run across. They don't even know they're there yet. We have a Marine at the center tower. Now, is this invisible distance? Okay, he sees the Hellbat, but he cannot see. Oh, the Hellbat is going to take that out. Another scan coming down, gets a good scan on the army position. Take a look at the army supply, 89 to 66. GoOdy's still in the lead because of his increased resources. He's able to mine so much faster. However, the mules are boosting BB up very quickly. I'm still surprised to see his income to be so much higher. Every time I look, I must be looking with mules because with the 10 worker advantage, it's easily boosting him up. However, let's go to production time. 3 weapon for GoOdy. That is insane. Those tanks are going to be toning down. Oh, siege right here. Perfect. As the battle rages on, almost all the frontline units for BB are gone. This could be it. Oh no, they're still there. The Hellbats, he cancels the CC. The Hellbats are pulling back. He knows he can't do anything here. Both 2 very immobile armies that really rely on their positioning for their strengths. Now we'll see where this actually ends up heading. SCVs are not quite sure what they're doing. They get pulled back, a little oversaturated over there. Not sure what's up with that. Same with the gas. We still have a single Widow Mine and an SCV. It could get a little bit closer. Another money scan goes down, though it was not a... I don't even know where the scan's at. A lone medevac with 2 Hellbats is on its way out. GoOdy almost completely maxed out at this point, which is going to spell some doom. He drops on another Hellbat, takes it out real quick so there is no more sight of that. Looks like he's going to attempt to rebuild the CC that he never actually finished down here. Take a look at the income. It's pretty even at this point, even with the work. 62 to 77. BB must have just a ton of mules or is very attentive to his mule dropping. If we look at the energies of some of these, they all have a mule drop of some kind, especially with this. There is a lot of extra CC down there. Looks like he really needs those minerals getting down. There's another one. Oh, wow. 3 CC extra just kind of built for the orbital commands. Army supplies 118 to 105. Very even. Anything could really go at this point, depending on who gets the better concave. Now, this is a very close matchup. Let's see what happens here. One army is sieged up. Nope, nothing. Nope, BB goes into siege mode with 1 Thor into the mix and a bunch of Hellbats. Very tense. Still nothing is happening. They're waiting for the other to make a move. GoOdy is about to be maxed out. Still, there's GoOdy making a ton more income than BB, mining out just the last few resources over here. Do have a Hellion versus some Hellbats up here. Oh, looks like the single Hellbat completely blocking the CC that was down here, which is bad. So he is finally realizing I need to build away from my opponent and get these down. A ton of mules being shot down at the same time. He needs that money. We're going to see this completely shoot up because he needs that bad. Engagement still has not. There is a big standoff here, and neither side wants to make the move. Just a long, dramatic pause. Very long. Oh my goodness, my throat is killing me already. Oh, it is good to be back at this. I absolutely love doing this. We have another little push over here. Hellions are pushing up. Siege tanks are sieging up. He is trying to harass his base because it is one of the few mining bases left for BB. This one's not mined out yet, but the first 2 are completely out. He even, okay, that was actually lifted off. He didn't even build another one. Big chunk of army is actually pushing north. However, he knows that he got the scan. He's making sure there's nothing up here. Pushing some of his own army north. So the army's forces are now split, and both armies are maxed out. However, GoOdy still has a big bank, though BB is catching up very quickly in that bank. So at this point, we are 1 big engagement away. He pushes up, taking out as much as he can. Knowing that the army is split, there is a push up top as well. Pushing through this army, there's not enough here. There are 2 Ravens. He's pushing up here. The tanks are pushing, doing as much damage as they can. Hellbats are not doing anything. There they go. The Hellbats are not pushing out, trying to absorb some of that damage. The Vikings need to land. They could be taking out some of those tanks, but they're not. All the Hellbats are completely obliterated. We might be in a base race situation. Raven Bombs go out, and they hit really well, taking out multiple tanks in their blast radius. Vikings are actually up there to take out the orbital command, being repaired consistently by the SCVs that are trying to follow it. Looks like he's going to try to land over there to get out of the line of fire. Very tense game. Still one mining base up here. We do have 2 Hellbats running around, doing as much as they can. However, GoOdy still coming out slightly ahead of that. Let's take a look at the units lost tab. Still 5,000 resources behind in what's been lost. So all these engagements have been going fairly even with slight losses towards BB. So GoOdy is still in a good position to win this if he can keep pushing it up. Now this is very tense. These Vikings are able to just literally hub over. He is actually going to push. He knows that he has enough here, and he goes ahead and takes out those siege tanks. On this play, it's 84 to 31. This is looking really bad for BB. GoOdy could actually push right now with everything he's got and do a great job. There are a lot of extra CCs here. 7 Hellbats in production at the same time from BB, so he really reliant on Hellbats for soaking up that damage, and more Ravens coming out for GoOdy. My goodness, this match is just nuts. Now with the supply advantage with GoOdy, it's looking really bad for BB. We'll see how it goes. There is a collapsible tower here. You could go ahead and pull it over, and a mobile army would not be able to get through that. I know I'm stating the obvious, but hey, that's fine, right? I can state the obvious. We have the giant death ball coming down. Yes, apparently Terran now have a death ball. It's called Hellbats and siege tanks, and apparently some Vikings. I've seen this. Don't know why I keep seeing this. I'm gonna have to definitely want some more replays and see if it's just my luck or what. Army supplies at 109 to 64. Worker count still favoring GoOdy. Take a look at the income tab, also favoring GoOdy. So they've burnt through all that extra money they made while being supply maxed. Or topped out, I should say. I don't know why I said supply maxed. Who says supply maxed? Really? 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 So GoOdy is almost maxed out again. There is a little push. Hellions getting the run by. There's not really much left here, though. He wants to get rid of this gas income, though he's got a decent amount stacked up. Siege tanks in pom-pom mode. Gonna take some pot shots at those Hellions. Looks like that's all we got at the moment. A little battle here taking out this turret. These 2 Hellbats. One dangerous Lou, 9 health. He's literally rusting away. Another push down here. Really trying to take out these bases. Only 1 mining base for BB, which is really bad. Double the supply. It's looking really bad. Here comes the push. Oh god, I thought that was the army, and then I saw Army 2. There are 2 armies for GoOdy, so at this point, I think this is going to be game. I do not see BB being able to prevent this at all. I think we're going to say GG here. The army is completely wiped out. Nothing going into siege at this point, just being pom-pommed away. BB is going to try to make it happen with his little force remaining. However, with 2 full armies just barreling down on his natural, this is not going to, he's not going to be able to make this work. We should see GG anywhere now. GoOdy is maxed out against a 107. Army supply is 72 to 127. Worker count is just barreling down at this point. BB looking almost hopeless to recover from something like this. He is mining again from his, I guess what we call his 4th, even though it would be naturally a 3rd. Looks like he might try to push out, do some seeker bombs, because there is no anti-air right now. There's the bombs that go down, and they're all perfectly gonna hit. And that is going to be GG. 182, 70 supply. To get my sound back. I really don't want to lose that. Yeah. Not much else to say about this match. I mean, BB's going to try to last as long as he can. Really doesn't want to lose this match. He's going to go ahead and push up and take out this base that is actually burning away. And there's some down here too at a planetary. However, that base goes away almost immediately. It's a matter of cleaning up, and there goes the neighborhood. 18. GG from BB. A very close matchup throughout the game. GoOdy taking it slightly, little advantages through each encounter. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I love that I'm back into casting. It's been a little bit. Oh my goodness, now that I'm at the end of a match, I can talk. It's been a long time since I've talked for this long, so Hope to see everybody get back into the spirit of StarCraft, and I hope to see everybody out there.